Good afternoon, friends. Do you want to perform at a higher level? Do you want to get more done in less time? Do you want to have more energy, better health, more happiness, greater performance, health and happiness? All put together, if you want to be a high performer, then you have to follow certain basic fundamentals of the high performers. Today, my friend, I shall be talking on the fundamentals of the high performers. And the first and the foremost fundamental, which I feel, is energy. I repeat, energy, not time, is the first fundamental of high performance in any field, in any faculty, any department, in any discipline. Performance, health, and happiness are grounded in the skillful management of energy. The number of hours in a day is fixed, but the quality and the quantity of energy is available to us is not. It is our most precious resource. The more we take responsibility for the energy we bring to the world and to our work, the more empowered and productive we become. If we want to perform at our best, we must first and foremost manage our energy, not our time. This is in stark contrast to our society's belief of more is better. When something is not working properly in our 24/7, the standard advice is to double down on the time you invest in it, and you will become better performer. Work project not moving forward, work more and work harder. You want to have a better relationship with your family, spend more time with them. Want to get healthier, spend more time in gym and exercise more. Eat less. Feeling burnt out, take more days off. I don't see the problem. It's impossible to do more of everything, just impossible. We all just have 24 hours in a day. Sooner or later, we are going to run out of time and exhaust ourselves. Also, it's just about the quantity of time you invest in something, but it's about the quality of energy you bring into the table. If you got 3 hours meeting but can barely concentrate or stay awake for the first hour, that's not going to help you to perform at your best in next 2 hours. If you get home from work and wants to spend quality time with your family, but you are dead tired and agitated from work, then you will not have the helping attitude, the enjoying attitude with the family at all. The best way, I feel, is to optimize your energy. The key to living life at your best is to optimize your energy, not your time, I say repeatedly. We are human beings, not supercomputers. We are not meant to run at high speeds continuously for long periods of time. Instead of performing at our best, when we move between spending time and intermittently renewing energy, we live in a so-called oscillatory universe that is characterized by dynamic wave-like movement between activity and rest. Nature itself has a pulse, a rhythmic, a wave-like movement. Observe carefully between activity and rest. Think about the ebb and the flow of the tides, the moments between seasons, and the daily rising and setting of the sun. Likewise, all organisms follow life-sustaining rhythm. Birds, migratory birds, hibernating squirrels, gathering nuts and fish spawning. All of them predictable intervals. So two human beings are guided by similar rhythm. You agree or don't agree? That's a fact of life. We are guided by these rhythms. The most famous rhythm which we adhere is called circadian rhythm. We live our lives in 24 hours period. We are on and awake for about 16 to 18 hours, spending energy, and then we are off and sleep for 7 to 9 hours, renewing energy. The period of activity is followed by a period of rest. A period of energy expenditure activity is followed by the period of energy renewal, and that's again that's rest. Our energy resources aren't endless. We can't sprint 100% for more than 10 to 20 seconds. We can't concentrate for hours and hours on end. We can't stay awake for much more than 18 to 20 hours before our performance plummets. Sooner or later, we need to refuel our energy. So if you want to be at your best, need to live a rhythmic life with periods of intense activity followed by periods of intense rest. We need to live life as a series of sprints, not as a never-ending marathon. We need to either fully engage or strategically disengage. The richest, happiest, and the most productive lives are characterized by the ability to fully engage in the challenge at hand and also to disengage periodically and seek renewal instead. Many of our lives as we are running is an endless marathon, pushing ourselves to beyond healthy levels of exertion, my friends. Because this oscillatory nature of the nature and the life, we are never fully and never fully off, never fully engaged and never fully disengaged. Instead of this oscillation, the life, we are living a linear life, which is in the complete opposite dynamics of life. You are much better off when you are oscillating between activity and recovery. Then you are living a linear fashion without breaks and continuously working all the time. You should be either fully engaged or strategically disengaged. To live a life of a sprinter is to break down into a series of manageable intervals consistent of without psychological needs and with the periods of rhythm of nature. Use energy rituals to replenish your energy tank. Energy rituals, they have kind of two very great benefits. They replenish your energy, firstly, without using up any energy or willpower. Rituals are powerful. Use them to your advantage in renewing your energy. Remember, that is the scenario if you are actually working. It call this being the work sprint. You're going all out. You completely exhaust yourself and work as hard as you probably never work in the regular energy preservation mode. These work sprints will allow you to get a lot more done anyway. So how do we, question comes, how do you know what to do during these energy rituals? This depends upon totally on your personal needs, requirements, and your personal traits or nature. Basically, there are four sources of energy, I feel. Full engagement requires drawing onto four separate but related sources of energy: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. To be fully engaged, you must be physically energized, emotionally connected, mentally focused, and spiritually aligned with the purpose beyond our immediate self-interest. Physical, how's your body doing? How's your muscles to fat ratio? How does your nutrition look like? Are you getting enough quality sleep? Are you exercising regularly? These are all physical. Emotional, how's your emotional life doing? Do you feel positive emotions on a regular basis? Are you emotionally resilient, or you are a negative emotions running the show? Mental, how your brain is doing? Are you able to focus and concentrate for the sustained period of time? Or you quickly lose focus and get distracted? Spiritual, how's your motivation doing? Do you have a purpose in life and a clear set of values that drives you into action? If you want to perform your highest level, you have to optimize each of these four sources of energy level, my friend. It's very important. You see, I always feel that performance, health, and happiness are first and foremost grounded in this skillful management of energy. Not time if you want to be high performer in life. Since we are no high-ended, high speed computers, we can't fully engage at high speed continuously for long periods of time. Instead, we are performing at our best when we move between expending energy and intermittently renewing energy. Thank you very much.